Hello, guys. Welcome back to Purple and Gold Talk. My name is Victor. I got my brother Wyatt with me here. We're in person, bringing you guys the next episode of Purple and Gold Talk. We want to say happy holidays to everybody out there. We did indeed record a Christmas episode before Christmas. However, we had some technical difficulties with the audio, so we weren't able to upload that. However, we're still bringing you guys this week's video a little late, but nonetheless, we're here and we're ready to recap last week. And we were trying to look into the Christmas games before they happened, but sadly, obviously, they took place yesterday. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about it. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Last week, we started with the Knicks at home.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts on that game? I think, personally, it was a winnable. I think all the games last week were winnable.
Yeah.
Besides the Bulls one, which we'll get into next. But ultimately, I think Brunson was too much at the end. And the rotations are still a problem.
Yeah. We were definitely in that one. That was definitely a winnable game.
Yeah.
Brunson had like 27. Manuel quickly had a dub, and Julius Randle even chimed in. I think he had 29. And
Randall had 27. Brunson had 29.
Okay. So
quickly dropped 22.
Yeah. So those three were just too much, and they just hit a couple shots at the end to kind of close us out.
Very timely shots.
Yeah, very timely shots, and really took care of business at the in the fourth quarter and those final possessions. After that, we moved on to the Bulls, which we were very confident in that being a win this week.
Right.
That was our dub. And we end up dropping that one handedly. I turned that one off in the third quarter. Yeah. Once I saw that they weren't doing good coming out in the third, I was like, I'm done watching this. I had friends over, so it was kind of an embarrassment. I wanted that shit off immediately.
Yeah.
And had some Hawks fans over. We turned on the Hawks game for them because I wasn't going to take their mouth. You know who you are if you're watching. But we lost to the Bulls handily. I don't even think we should even talk about that one, to be honest.
There's really not much to talk about.
There's not much to talk about. And
we didn't show up. Plain and simple.
Didn't show up. And then we kind of predicted the Minnesota game to be our toughest game of the week last week.
Second game of a back-to-back.
Second game of a back-to-back and no LeBron. We were definitely in that one, too.
Yeah, surprisingly.
AD came to play.
AD been coming to play.
Yeah, AD's coming to play every night.
Yeah.
We can't complain about Anthony Davis.
No complaints about AD
far.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's here. And I'm happy for him, honestly. He's got that you can't blame it on me energy, and I'm fucking with it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm fucking with it too.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to bring, and I mean he's gonna need to bring this if we're gonna win a championship.
Yeah.
He had 31, 8, with 3 blocks.
Solid.
Against the Twin Towers over there.
Exactly.
In Minnesota. Austin Reeves chimed in with 20. We had Rui with 18. Rui's play I really liked Rui's play during the game. And we talked about this in the episode that we actually recorded. And side note, I really wish we could have come out with that episode. We had our special guest Keenan on, one of our brothers from our hometown. I'm back in town for Christmas, so we did have a special guest for y'all, but we're going to do a roundtable discussion, and we'll have some homies, have some special guests on here for y'all then. But one thing we discussed on that episode for a good minute was Rui's minutes.
Yeah.
This was one of those games that he did have 33 minutes, and I loved his game. He was 7 for 12. Not many nights that we see Rui get 12 shots up because Darvin Ham has him in that 20 to 28 minute range right now. Enjoyed his play, and not really anybody else was chiming in. Taurean Prince with 14. Let's stop and then talk about Darvin Ham and him not allocating Rui minutes because at the point we're at now, after the Celtics game, like, what the heck are we doing with Rui's minutes? I just think it's frustrating that Taurean Prince and Cam Reddish are playing more than Austin Reeves, D'Lo, and Rui.
Yeah.
I just think that's crazy to think about.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. And the one that sticks out the most is definitely just Rui, because when you see him play, you see how good he is and how good he can be.
Mm-hmm.
If he even got, and that builds with reps, right? Like, it gets better and it gets better and it gets better. You get more used to a
just
a
like
more
we saw with
permanent
Austin
role.
Reeves last season, how
Right.
he ramped up towards the end of the season.
Exactly, and that's my thing, and it's just frustrating. There's no other word, really, than just frustration. But before we get into that Celtics Christmas matchup, we luckily, well, sorry, not luckily, but we
Dropped the one to Minnesota, by the way.
Yeah, we took that L. Then
and it was a tight one, but we just couldn't finish at the end.
Yeah. And then we had to get a win. We couldn't go into the Christmas game against the Celtics 0-5 in our last 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. We did just that. We beat OKC, and that was a solid team win. I think Rui in that one was great.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like, that's a game where I literally think about when I'm like, why isn't he playing more? In the other games, like, he literally dropped 21 in 29 minutes. He was the 3rd highest scorer on our team. AD got 26, and LeBron dropped a 40-piece.
Mm-hmm.
Like, solid game.
Yeah.
Solid game. And that is
this
a
is
top
LeBron
2.
LeBron was 5 for 5.
Yeah, 5 for 5 from 3, 8 for
Yeah.
8 from the free throw. First time in his career he goes 100% from both in a full game.
Okay.
And he dropped 40 on him.
Yeah.
So, a really solid game. And against a solid team. A top 2 seeded team in the West.
Yeah.
Like,
Caliber.
right.
Yeah.
Caliber. So it's frustrating because when they do well, you're like, you see the glimpses of what this team can be,
Mm-hmm.
and then it almost just like it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like so far,
Yeah.
at least for me.
That's how I felt as a Lakers fan, as of recently,
Mm-hmm.
and as of last year too. But I felt last year it was like 1 step forward, like 5 steps back. When
Yeah.
we had Russell Westbrook.
For a good bit. Yeah. For sure. It's definitely not as bad as back then, obviously. So there's still hope, obviously.
Yeah. We still have
if
hope.
we turn that situation around, we can definitely turn this situation around. I just don't know necessarily how right now, outside of the obvious coaching change.
Mm-hmm.
But there is talent on this team. That's very clear. It's a very good team. There's a lot of talent. The guy just does not know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And with that being said, then comes Christmas Day, right? We played the Celtics. We obviously predicted a Lakers win. However, the Lakers themselves they looked like they didn't even bet on themselves, starting the game down 12-0.
Yeah.
Was it? No, I think it got up to 14-0 before AD got the first bucket.
Wild.
And
Wild.
from that point, I literally was like, really, guys? Like, on Christmas, you want to mount yet another comeback? Like, I want to, how do I say this? It's like we're climbing every time. It's never like we start out, I'm not saying let's blow the other team out necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying let's keep it even kill the whole time till we make it to the 4th. Then we make a move, or something.
We always get ourselves
But we
in these
always
holes.
just in these huge holes. We got down almost 20. Our biggest deficit of the game so far was 18.
Yeah.
Almost got to 20, and that was in the first, I think. Yeah, it was in the first or second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, we got to within 1 point at halftime. 58-57 was the score at halftime. And at that point, I'm actually feeling nice. I'm like, okay, we got the momentum. These guys have cooled down.
Yeah.
We have heated up. And we got the cohesiveness going on. And it looks like, there's optimists. I'm optimistic. I'm feeling optimistic about the second half
so
of the
was
game.
I when I saw the halftime score.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, okay, we got this.
Yeah.
We got over that early run that they had, that bad start that we had, and now we can come out in the 3rd quarter and handle business.
Right. And we did not do that.
No, we did not. Yeah, it didn't happen. Yeah.
It did not happen. Man,
the Celtics played like a cohesive unit.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, the Celtics played like a cohesive unit. They played very well together. And even as a Lakers fan, you can't lie that they have one of the best starting lineups in the NBA. And they're playing well together. They're gelling well together.
Uh-huh.
Partly because their coach knows what to do. I think the coach is playing the lineups very well. If the Celtics had Darvin Ham, there'd be some fucked up shit with their lineups going on. Trust that.
Yeah, especially because they're deep too.
Yeah.
So he definitely
he would definitely be messing stuff up over there too.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're all in unison together, and they're really pushing for this run. I will note, I do not think they are going to be successful in the playoffs because this man Porzingis is not going to show up in the playoffs. Very, very injury prone, and I just don't think he's going to be there for this team when they're at the nitty gritty going against maybe the 76ers, the Bucks, one of those top teams in the East. I just don't think he's going to be there, and I don't think they're going to have the presence down low to get past one of those two teams I just mentioned.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I definitely agree. And honestly, as much as it pains me to say, while I also agree with you, he did his thing Christmas Day, though.
He did his thing Christmas Day. My dad was talking that shit about Porzingis.
And I was like looking at it, and I was like, damn, bro. They really always just want to give us their best. Hey, man, hate to see it, love to see it, wherever it is. I'm just like, I'm sad. I'm sad that, like, that was the place our team was in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we would have been in a better spot, that's a dub.
I do feel like
or more, at least at minimum, more competitive.
I do feel like we would be more competitive if the correct lineups were played. If we're looking, I'm looking here now, and I'm really confused because Cam Reddish only had 18 minutes. We've been seeing him over 30 minutes regularly every night. You know this if you're a Lakers fan, and he only got 18 in this game. D'Lo only got 17 this game, so you got to figure, our backcourt, who normally gets 30 minutes, they're both at 17 and 18 minutes. Austin Reeves has to be getting 30 plus. But
Rui got a little bit more minutes, which is good for a change of pace. He got 29 instead, but he had one not a good, like, he didn't have maybe he had a bad game, but like, how do I word this? I wouldn't say he had an awful game, like, oh my gosh, like, get him off the court type game. But it was definitely like, dang, like, if he just had one of those games where he really was in it, way better. Because I literally remember corner threes wide open, at least shot 3 of them, missed them, all of them. And I'm like, dang. And you know he makes those.
Usually on.
So, yeah, so it was really, I didn't even feel pissed or upset or anything. It was just more like, dang, that's unfortunate. Because I know if he just had a better game, if he feeling better, or like, you know, maybe he just had a little off day or whatever, like if it was like his day, like, man, like, you know?
Yeah.
So
Christmas Day, Rui pulls up.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
I would love to see it.
Because he actually got more minutes than usually. He's usually in that 18 range instead of Reddish being in that 18 range, but he got the 29-minute mark. He hit the 29-minute mark this game.
Well,
so
what was confusing though was Austin Reeves only having the 28 minutes. Like, you expect him to have 30 plus, especially with D'Lo's minutes down there at 17. And Darvin's only playing him 28 minutes.
Prince played the most amount of minutes on the team.
That is ridiculous that Taurean Prince is getting the most minutes on the Lakers.
On the team.
I just think
more than AD.
I just think that's wild.
Shout out real quick, positive. Shout out AD, man. Dropping 40 on their heads on Christmas. You on that can't tell me shit vibe. You on that it ain't my fault, look at somebody else vibe, and I'm with it. I'm vouching for you. I'm with it. Yeah. You know, even through the negative times we on, I love to see you succeed. Because shit, I'm tired of people talking shit about you, so I'm with it. Stay healthy, stay grinding.
Stay healthy.
Side note, we're, I think, at the 30 game played mark. LeBron and AD combined have only missed 5 games.
Okay, wow.
Solid.
Yeah, we were not predicting
and
that.
And we're 16 and 15.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
That is a problem.
That's a problem.
It's a problem with Darvin.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to keep bringing it up. We got problems with the coaching guys, and y'all know that. But
shit, they know it too.
Yeah, they know we got problems with the coaching. Everybody knows that Darvin is a big problem. But I feel like we got 2 options. Darvin is the problem, and Darvin is gone. Or we make some type of trade. I mean, I feel like that's where we're at right now.
Man, might be both.
I wouldn't mind both.
But first,
the
coach gotta go.
First, Darvin going.
Yeah, because that's the easy. I wouldn't say the easiest one, but it'd give us a better opportunity to see what this team could really look like, potentially, if the right replacement was picked, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at that point, but see, all this shit, we talking, this shit gotta move quick. We don't got time for this.
Yeah.
Like,
this gotta happen now.
Yeah. So, really, man, I'm thinking if by the end of this little road trip, we on the same bullshit, he might be out.
Man.
Do you think that? No.
Let's look
I was watching on ESPN, and they talked. Stephen A. and them was talking about how it's gonna have to get a lot uglier for the Lakers before he gets the boot, and that's not good.
That's not good for us.
Yeah, that's not good at all. Cause I don't think it's gonna get that ugly. If it does, then the season's over.
All right, so
you know what I'm saying?
If we take an L to the Hornets, and then we take an L to Minnesota, and then we lose to the Pelicans on Sunday, because those are our three next games.
Yeah, those are our 3 next games.
Hornets,
I guarantee.
Timberwolves, Pelicans.
If we lose to the Hornets, I'm throwing him out. He ain't even allowed on the plane back with us.
Yeah, if we go 0-3 here, do you think we bring Darvin into the new year? Because it'll be the
I wouldn't.
Pelicans game is on.
No,
December 31st.
just literally alone. With a loss to the Hornets, I'm leaving him in Charlotte. Like, find your way home, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, what do you mean? That's ridiculous. They're 7-20 or something like that.
Yeah, kick that man to the curb.
And the blowout to Chicago? Nah, bro. You stay here. You ain't welcome on this plane. Yeah. Find a way home.
And then we have the Heat and the Grizzlies. So I feel like he has like five games. 5 games. If we lose to the Clippers again, man.
No, we won. We won.
Okay.
We won this season.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. We want to know against the Clippers this season.
But if we lose it again, man.
Although with the way they're trending and with the way we're trending, that matchup is a hard matchup.
Yeah.
I don't want to say go as far as like guaranteed L, because I'm never going to say that. I'm never going to say that. Yeah. I'm never going to say that game is guaranteed L. Fuck the Clippers.
Yeah, fuck them.
But with the way they're trending, with the way we're trending, it's not looking good.
Yeah, I feel you.
With the history we have. As of recent years, basically.
Well, just with the struggles we're going through now, we got to figure something out. And Darvin is very slow at figuring these things out. I don't know why he was considered for this coaching job in the first place. He doesn't have that much.
Who would you put in there?
Put in right now?
Mm-hmm.
Who would we go out and hire? Doc Rivers? I just think of one person.
I brought him up in an earlier episode. You wasn't fucking with him.
I was saying he really didn't win nothing because his coaching thing with the
Clippers. You're right. He's only won one chip
with the Clippers. Yeah,
but he's a good coach though. He's a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, I think he is a Hall of Fame coach. He was getting on my nerves on the broadcast. I think that might have been when we brought him up about a broadcast, but I wouldn't mind having. That's just off the top of my head. Who's available right now? Right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna see what coaches are available.
Honestly, I wish you remember when the Hawks made that switch to Quinn Snyder, then they kind of made a little run at it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's gonna have to be our situation this season. Like we finally fired our coach, and then we like make a move. Yeah. Because we're going to have to be so down bad that it's going to come from behind again. And again, it breaks my heart because LeBron does not have time for this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. LeBron does not have time for this bullshit.
There really ain't that many good coaches out there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's literally what I'm saying. Where's Budenholzer at, though? He ain't with the Bucks no more?
Man, that might be a good hire. Budenholzer.
Shit.
I wouldn't mind that.
Doc Rivers, Budenholzer, that's two I can think of.
Kenny Atkins, Mark Jackson.
I
would love Frank
Vogel. He got history with Bron, though.
Would love Frank Vogel, but he's somewhere else now. He's with the Suns.
Well, Lakers got too much pride to bring him back anyways.
Yeah, I know, man.
Which let's be clear. I don't even
know where we go.
Which let's be clear for the public out there. We weren't with the shit when they fired Vogel. We was fucking with Vogel.
Yeah.
So
I thought Vogel should have stayed.
Definitely.
And they should have made.
If we have Vogel now,
change with Westbrook.
He'd be more successful with the team right now than he is with the Suns.
Most definitely.
They in some bullshit over there.
Yeah.
And it ain't his fault. And watch, he don't get the boot again or some shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, whatever goes wrong with the Suns with this Beal situation, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's Vogel." They're gonna point the fingers at him. He's gonna get the boot again.
Or I honestly feel bad for him, honestly, because he's solid. I was fucking with him hard.
Him as a coach.
Definitely liked him as a coach.
So we don't know.
LeBron did too. That's the thing. And it's all Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook
came to
fuck shit up, ain't he?
I just thought of the coaching change we need. Phil Handy to head coach. Boom.
I was literally
Phil Handy to head coach.
They've been talking about this shit, and I've been saying this shit. Stephen A. been vouching for him to leave Lakers and leave the assistant job.
The Toronto job.
Yeah, and get yes, bro. Honestly, that might be what it comes down to be. They fire him. He's a fill-in for the time being. Then he does like what the Boston coach, I forget his name, but when Udoka was in that, it was the assistant coach that had to step in, and then they gave him the contract because he did such a good job. It might be a move like that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Man,
Phil is just the coach.
You know, I've been rocking with Handy. You know that. I've been rocking with him for years.
Phil Handy, let's go, man.
Shit, way better, man. It got me upset now, man. Fuck.
Yeah. I think that's the best move. Give Phil Handy the job.
That's the best immediate move. Real shit. That's like accessible, like fast.
Yeah.
Go ahead, because we trying to win. We don't have time to like, let's get to February, then make a move. Like by February, it's way too fucking late.
Yeah, it's over with.
It's over. Yeah. It's literally over, unless you just putting all your chips in on a trade.
Yeah.
Which. We just gonna have the same problem.
Available? Zach LaVine's available.
No, but regardless of even if you go get fucking Giannis and Embiid, you still got the same problem.
What?
The lineups.
Yeah.
Who's running the lineups? You got the same problem at the.
You're gonna be giving Embiid like
you see what I'm saying?
28 minutes. I got to keep Embiid under 28 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's too funny, bro. Yeah. So like. It's a waste of time. We gotta cut the disease at the source.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Let's cut the cancer out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. I really feel like Darvin's a cancer to this team, man.
It now definitely feels like I think we were blinded by it last season because Russell was a bigger cancer. That one that we were dealing with for longer than we were with Ham. Mm-hmm. At that point.
Yeah.
But now it's clear that there's a new cancer, I guess.
He just does not know how to manage the team.
Sorry for being insensitive if anybody has any bad experiences with cancer. We're not trying to be that. But, what'd you say?
He just doesn't know how to manage the team.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. So
and that's
I
what
think
it comes
the
down
problem.
to as an NBA coach. Like, an NBA coach, it ain't all X's and O's. Like, y'all don't do that in basketball. It's pick and roll. Mm-hmm. That's what the players are running out there.
That's really what it is. Yeah. Pick and roll.
It's not X's and O's. You're not out there calling every single play like this is high school or some little league ball. Like,
dribble handoff,
your job is to manage the team and manage the lineups that are out there, manage the people that are out there, and manage the minutes of the team, and have them come together as a unit. Know who gels well together, know who plays well together, know that in these type of moments you need to switch the lineup in, you need to go big, you need to go small. We're so versatile.
That's the continuity.
We're so versatile with these players.
And that's another problem. He not given a chance for the players that can grow on continuity to keep growing on continuity. What do I mean? You know we've been had D'Lo, AD, Rui, Bron, and or did I already say AD? Mm-hmm. Bron, Rui, and AR.
Yeah.
Why you not playing them together more? They already have some full seasons, already months. You betting on these new players that you're telling the guys that been here to work around the new guys.
Yeah.
Where it should
work
be the new
Tariq Prince.
The new guys should be working around the guys that been here.
Tariq
Let's
Prince
grow
is
on continuity.
Ham's new Troy Brown Jr.
That ass, bro.
Yeah.
But that's why the Celtics played so well. They've been they made Porzingis work around them.
Yeah.
They ain't make, alright, we're going to change it up. Porzingis is here. Porzingis, how you like to work? We'll work around that. No. It was this how we work. So Porzingis, this is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so simple. I feel like that's like, the sky is blue. Like, it just makes sense.
I mean, it is simple. And it's really simple when you,
I mean, I'm not an NBA coach.
when you have the
but
versatility with these lineups. I mean, like I would love to see Jackson
It
Hayes
is very versatile.
Jackson Hayes and AD play together more.
yes,
Yeah.
I've been vouching for.
I would
Jackson
like to
Hayes.
see Rui and LeBron play together more. They trained all season together. Why aren't they playing together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do think Rui is a really nice piece to come in when LeBron goes out and has his spell in the first quarter. Like, that's who you bring in off the
Which
bench.
he does sometimes,
and
but
that's-
not often enough.
Well, he's been changing it up so often because of the losses, and I feel like he, like, freaks out. And then he came out with a lineup with D'Lo and Austin on the bench.
Dude, this
Yeah.
new lineup he's running with, where it's like all big, I'm like,
What are you doing, dude?
yeah. Say that. What
the
are you
hell
doing?
Are you doing? We're just
Not a point guard. So we're back to 2018, 2017, 2016 LeBron James. He's PG again.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. This man about to turn 39 in 4 days.
Yeah.
And he's running point guard.
They run him point guard.
Man.
Which I would love to see LeBron at point guard sometimes, but not in the starting lineup.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was about to say. I fully agree.
Maybe run him there sometimes, but starting lineup. Who would you start if you're Darvin Ham right now? Just curious.
Man, I'm starting D'Lo.
Okay.
Because I actually like the little tandem we had going on where D'Lo kind of starts the game and at the point guard and AR kind of ends the game in that position. That was kind of vibing for a second.
Yeah.
Even though I was like, dang, my boy, he on the bench. It just worked. And I know he ain't thinking, he just want to win. So I know he ain't taking it to heart like that or nothing. So I'm thinking D'Lo. Okay, I'm going to start my way back with the obvious. We obviously going to have AD down there. So I got the 1 and the 5.
Yep.
We're going to put Braun at the 4.
Okay.
Rui at the 3.
Okay. And then your 2 guard.
And then, really just, I would say if he's healthy, like Gabe, just for a little bit of shooting, because I feel like we got so much size. But really, if D'Lo's starting, I'll say Prince, but don't give him 35 fucking minutes. You see what I'm saying? Like he just starting in that spot right now type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if we're depending on the team we're playing, maybe I'll put Vando in there because we got enough defense, so let's offense, so let's lock down. You know that one is interchangeable, but that's really like the best thing I could think of right now. What are you thinking? What would you do instead? Or
right now,
different?
How the team has been playing, I think I would start AR at the 1.
Shit, I'm not against it.
I think I would start AR at the 1. I think I would keep Reddish at the 2.
How I forget Reddish.
Yeah.
I still don't regret what I said, but okay.
Yeah. I think I would have Reddish at the 2, just because of his defensive ability
and
to start the game, and his shooting has been all right. His jumper is always a little flat to me. And
it's always 50-50. That shit goes in.
He needs to improve on his jumper a little bit more. You know, he's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
When he out there.
When he shoots it, I just kind of pray. I can't even lie.
But I do think he should be out there because of his defense. He's played very good defense this year.
Yeah,
and
he has.
I'm proud of him for that. I don't think he should be getting 30 minutes because I think the lineup should change later in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And I'll go into that actually after I get my lineup done. At the 3, let's go 3 or 4. It's kind of interchangeable how we play, but let's just go Braun. And then I would have Vando starting. I know he has the heel injury. Heel injury aside, and Vando's fully healthy. I would start him right now if we're playing coach. He has that heel injury. I would have Taurean Prince in until he's fully healthy. But them both being fully healthy, starting Vando. And then having AD in there. My kind of idea would be when LeBron goes out in that first quarter, that's when you bring Rui in, and then you take Cam out, and then you put D'Lo in. So then when LeBron comes out, you got D'Lo, you got AR, you have Rui, you have AD, and then you can even switch Vando out if you want to, put some more shooting on the floor if you want to with Taurean Prince, and you're really versatile at the end of the first going into the second quarter.
I like it.
Yeah. So
I like it.
yeah, I don't know how D'Lo would perform coming off the bench because D'Lo is kind of a guy that has to have confidence to be able to play well, but I think he could play decently well in that bench role, especially coming on the floor with Rui, like bringing them up to the floor at the same time.
Right.
They changed the game with their play, and maybe even you take Austin out when LeBron goes out and throw D'Lo in if they're having some trouble with who's handling the ball, because I did see that in the Celtics game where Austin brought the ball down. He made a three there in the fourth quarter, and then D'Lo brought the ball down 2 times, and D'Lo missed a shot, and then they missed another basket. And I'm like, man, if Austin would have initiated the offense there, maybe things would have been different, and we could have hit those 2 shots and actually maybe been in the game.
Right.
Yeah. And I saw the frustration on Austin when those shots were missed, because I knew he wanted the ball in that situation. He was hot. He just made a 3. He wanted to have the ball in his hands. So it's the distribution, because both guys need the ball in their hands. So that's the lineup I would go with. But going forward, coaching change, most definitely. And if D'Lo and Austin aren't going to work together, let's go ahead and split them. And
ship D'Lo.
Yep, D'Lo's the one. If I had to pick one, I like both of them, but if I had to pick one, I want to hold on to Austin Reeves. He just does other things for us.
I think the only reason AR is being talked about being moved is just due to our situation.
Yeah.
Because clearly, he can hoop.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't even on no talent shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like pure. We're in such a shitty situation, and we got to think of assets to move.
Yep.
And situation.
We saw AR make a amazing Olympic run, and he was coming up the bench in the Olympics. We do have to remember that also, and still made a huge impact on that team.
World Cup.
But World Cup, my bad.
Yeah.
But summer ball.
Yep.
But the impact he's making now, I really feel like he has like a handicap because he's not getting the minutes he needs, and he's not getting the ball in his hands as much with having to share it with D'Lo and LeBron. Yeah. So maybe it might be a good move to split the guys up. I mean, I hate to do it this early in the season, but if they're not going to make that move with firing Ham, I do feel like it's something that might have to happen.
Man.
Yeah, we were so confident. We were so confident with this team earlier in the season, but that's just how quickly things can change with Lakers fans. We demand excellence.
We're just a team that we trying to win a championship, so we don't have time to just sit here and wait for it. Like, if it ain't working, we trying to get the fastest route to making it work.
That's another topic.
And that's the thing.
That's another topic we were on in the Christmas episode that we did record. That you were saying that LeBron has a timestamp.
Yeah, I just said that
on this.
And LeBron does not have time for this bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what breaks my heart most. Most. A lot of things break my heart in this situation, but most of all is that.
Yeah.
I know he's frustrated as fuck. Got to be. He's like, what? I'm still playing. What is he playing? He want to win, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't bullshitting. He's standing on business. And it's just not working out. And it's so sad because I feel like he has not had as much struggles as he's had with any of the other teams, at least since his rookie tenure with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Until now with the Lakers. I mean, Miami and second stint Cleveland was pretty smooth sailing shit. Went to finals every year. Even when the teams weren't that great, they still made it, work. And it's very sad to see him in this very up and down roller coaster wave with the Lakers, where I wish it was more fruitful for him. I really do. And I know he wants that too, because if he truly felt disrespected or disliked or not disliked, but as if maybe uncomfortable in the organization or with this team, whatever, he would have been left.
Yeah.
So
he likes it there.
He does. He likes it there. He wants to succeed there, and I know it's like very frustrating for him that it just has not been working out. and I just know it's gonna feel even better when it does. So I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, we're hoping it does, man. We're hoping it works out. We don't know exactly where the Lakers are gonna go at this moment. I mean, it's a very kind of frustrating time for Lakers fans with that high moment that we had with winning the in-season tournament. We are now kind of at a low right now with the losing last week and now the loss on Christmas. And just the question mark that looms over our teams with these crazy lineups that we see and with our backcourt with D'Lo and AR and the trade rumors.
There's just no consistency.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
There's no consistency on a team that's very versatile, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and deserves. There's just you hear players always talk about it. Let's grab what we learned from this game, take it, build it on to the next. Well, we're not doing that. We're not doing that if we blow in the every game is a new ass game.
Yeah.
And so, it almost feels like we playing pickup every night. Like, hey, Ham just said pick 5. And
we gonna give you a try tonight,
yeah.
Like, who are you? Let's
Real
give
talk.
you a try, bro.
Real talk, man. And so, man, we could go on about this for a long time.
We're
so
frustrated with Ham.
yeah, so
Frustrated with Ham.
there's frustration on this side. I'm sure you guys, real Lakers fans, feel it too. So we gonna keep it pushing. Let's look forward to this next week, or let's look at this next slate of games for this, I guess, Christmas to New Year's week. That in between week we always know. We have a little break right now. We don't play till Thursday, but we play the Hornets, which again I alluded to earlier. If we lose that game, I'm leaving Darvin Ham in the arena. I'm not even giving him a ride home to his bags at the hotel.
It's
bro.
at Crypto. It's
Oh,
at
for
home.
real?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've been
at home.
thinking this game is away. All
Yeah.
right, well still,
We got them at
his
home. and then
fucking
we
wife
go,
gonna have to
then
come
we
pick
go on
him
the
up.
road.
He gonna have to call his wife. Hey, come pick me up.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
fuck, they left me. They stole my car or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. I would love to see him fired if we take a loss, but I don't think he's going to be fired after
No, I don't think so either.
that loss.
I don't
if
think
we're
so
gonna be
either.
honest.
But my point is we can't drop that game.
Nah,
We can't drop.
we
that
just
game.
can't.
We just can't lose
Yeah.
that game. That's disgusting if we lose that game.
So I'm predicting a win
Yeah,
against the Hornets.
and I think we
That's
will.
me.
I think we will. I think we'll win the game.
And then we got Minnesota, going back to Minnesota.
Braun birthday, so you know what it is.
Man,
I'm
he has
standing on
Minnesota his
business.
birthday.
Yeah, I'm standing on business.
Yeah,
we taking
LeBron
a win.
has to get a win on his birthday.
We taking a. I will say this: that little scuffle incident, whatever the word fits, with Jaylen Brown on Christmas.
Yeah.
He got up and he played, but he didn't have a good game. And
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
right, you're right.
I'm like, I'm just. All I say is I just hope nothing is looming.
Okay, I got you.
Because he seemed like, I don't know if you saw it, but because you were with family and stuff. But
I did see him go down and go to the bench.
He was in a lot of pain. It took him a fat minute to get up.
Oh,
And
man.
I was like, I about had a heart attack. I was like, no way. Because it would have been low-key a repeat of last Christmas.
Yeah.
In Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm tripping. That didn't happen on Christmas. That was like when we played Dallas around like March area. But still, it kind of gave me that vibe of like, it felt like that. It felt like when the foot popped.
Yeah.
It felt like that kind of moment.
I remember that.
Yeah, it felt like that moment. It was a knee thing because he kneed Jaylen Brown in the back or so. I didn't really see it to where it be that painful, but even Jaylen Brown took a minute to get up.
Yeah,
they were both in big pain.
Man.
So I know something happened there, and I'm just like, I hope that's just like this thing's really bad right now, but I'm fine type of thing, more so than like no, this might be some shit type vibe.
Yeah.
So, but with that to the side, say that's not playing a part in it. Braun going crazy.
Yeah. Hopefully. No
Braun going
injuries.
crazy.
No injuries prevailing. LeBron is healthy. I predict him to go crazy and beat the Timberwolves, and then
Because now we have him, and like I said, we played him tight last week.
Yeah.
So now we have him in it. I like the chances.
And then it's a back-to-back. We won't have LeBron on Sunday.
No New Year's LeBron.
Against the Pelicans, but AD is returning to New Orleans.
He always eats down there.
I feel like he's gonna eat that game. I feel like he might have another 40-point game.
I think Pel's gonna have a better game than they did against us in the in-season tournament. I will say that because Zion and Ingram were extremely disappointing, and we kind of just blew by them. when that could have been definitely a more competitive matchup.
Mm-hmm.
However, I still think we come out on top. So once again, blindly,
We're
here we are,
predicting
a 3-0
3-0.
Well, technically 3-1 because we already lost to the Celtics.
Yeah.
So we're technically predicting a 3-1 week, 3-0 moving forward from the moment we're making this video. And I just hope we don't come back next time talking about how we were, again, dead wrong.
Hold up. Here we are, 0-3.
Right.
0-3 on the week. We didn't win a single one of these.
Dude,
we're going to be mad as hell.
I will not accept that Hornets loss. I will literally not accept the Hornets loss. That is disgusting.
Man, I'm
All
not
of them.
I'm not going to put it out of range.
Honestly,
for this Lakers team after dropping the one to the Bulls.
I know. I know. But
and we dropped one to like the Magic earlier this season too, dog.
Yeah, but that was like first 5 games of the season.
Yeah. So
but they only beat us once though. We literally played them that very next week, and we handled business. So that's fine.
We got optimism. Hopefully you do too. If not, fuck Ham.
Facts.
But yeah, hopefully y'all have some optimism, man. Keep it real, guys. This has been an episode of Purple and Gold Talk. We will be with you next week. Next videos come out Monday mornings. This week is a little off because of Christmas and everything, but we'll be with y'all next Monday. Doing another video of what the heck went on this week. Hopefully we're through in 3-0. Praying that we're not 0-3, but I guess the good thing is if we're 0-3, Ham is under.
Just that much closer.
Ham is under a hot seat.
Yeah.
If we're 0-3, so that's the good thing. Always remember to follow us at Purple Gold Talk _ on Instagram, TikTok, and X, Twitter, whatever you want to say. And make sure to interact with us. Throw something in the comments. The main thing we want to do is interact with you. Find some new Lakers friends. Find some new Lakers fans out there that we can interact with and root for the Lakers all together. So interact with us, guys. Like I said, this has been an episode of Purple and Gold Talk. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's. And go Lakers.
Go Lakers.